back at it. With the big iron. Just enough that I can. And if that comes through the microphone, somebody let me know. Where did we leave off with Big Iron? Okay, so we were coming up here to Sinkoon. If you caught the last episode, the last in the series, we were headed up here because I thought this was ruins, and the closer and closer we got, I remembered that it was the Tower of Goats. I actually don't think there's any meaningful loot inside the Tower of Goats, but that's not going to stop us from heading in. And to answer the question in chat, the robots bleed? No, they drip oil. I learned that just the other day, actually. I mean, that's not true. I didn't learn that I learned that they bleed the other day. I didn't actually know that skeletons could receive bleed damage. I wish we could wear hats as a skeleton. I know there's mods. We're gonna pick this guy up. Maybe not, actually. Well. So our goal was to, oh my good God, accrue some wealth. But again, I don't think there's anything worthwhile in the Tower of Goats. It's worth a try, though. We're going to get absolutely demolished by goats. We're going to take them outside. I don't think goats can open doors. So, we lead them on chase, okay? And then we run past them and shut the door. That's our working plan right now. I can't remember if there's some kind of alpha goat here. Gosh, they do a lot of damage. Little stat update, skill update for Big Iron. Sabers are 39, hackers at 45, heavy weapons at 24. I think one of the aims of this particular playthrough here is going to be to bring our heavy weapons in line with sabers and hackers before they get too far apart. Got goated. I wonder what kind of toughness we get. Forcing the stand up around a bunch of goats. I can't believe I just got deleted by a pack of goats, though. Maybe Goat Tower is kind of outside our ability at the moment. Oh my God, they're ravenous. He's gonna come right after me, isn't he? I'm out. I'm out of here. These are bloodthirsty goats. Was there another? There's another set of ruins. Now this is kind of in cannibal territory, which is not a bad destination for us, right? Because we're a skeleton. We are going to have to stop and heal them. So kind of what we talked about last stream was that we were going to head out, loot from some ruins, right? We're gonna try and increase our wealth. We only have 55k, 55,000 cats right now, and so it was pretty heavy to buy the building we bought, but if we can loot a few ruins, we can recoup that lost wealth and then begin buying up all the material we're going to need to get the research we need to build the tiny outposts. It's a whole thing, but it'll take us all across the continent, gathering resources. Purchasing resources, I should say. Running caravans. Trying to get everything we need to establish a base. So normally I would never, ever let Kenshi pass me through the ocean, especially as a skeleton in a solo play, because it's going to take forever unless you can go up to 20 times, which is what we can do here. So that's what we're gonna do. How many in-game days? 24, somewhere here. This is not easy. I have a lot more respect for weather people. What do we have here? Cannibals from the Meat Lord's Horde. Did they take you prisoner even if you're a skeleton? Let's find out. I kind of want to fight all of them. And the thought here was to get heavy weapons up to kind of be in line with our sabers and hackers. But since I don't have a heavy weapon, let's see if we can snap a free shot or two with a crossbow. Okay. Let's see what we can't make happen here. One-time speed, because big decisions require extra time to think. I can't believe the damage. I think I've got... So if you have 2 crossbows, okay? I mean, it's a good crossbow, so let's just review that quickly. It's an old world bow Mark II masterwork, which is the top. But I have 2 crossbows. I know that... Does that primarily affect your accuracy, rate of fire, reload speed? I guess that... You know what? It doesn't say anything about damage. But the fact that I'm hitting this guy for 85 damage a shot is insane. Let's work on some martial arts. That is only at 6. Let's bring that in line. I mean... Full martial arts playthrough is also awesome. Oh, he's going nuts. Who's he shooting at right now? Okay, he's got auto wave. 98. I mean, Martial arts is only at 6, and we're punching him and kicking him for high 40s. 60. This is great. Okay, so these ruins, where are they? Right here. Damaged books. Maybe we can get some research material here. That'd be great. I wonder if there's a chest in here. Not remember. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, 10% chance to pick that lock, which is awesome because that's great lockpick training. Bullet K, Dark Zed, Shadow Seer, and Mike Reales. What's going on? Good to see everybody back. Five times speed. I really don't know. I used to play Kenshi pretty well exclusively on 1 and 2. Boy, that was a process. Please don't die. Please don't die. Okay. Looks like we're gonna get some research material like we hoped. I can't remember if there's anything in the desk. I don't think these old maps are good for anything. But there are a few containers in here. And it's also cool to, I don't know, collect stuff like, it's cool to collect stuff like parchments, right? If you're going to build a base and decorate it a bit. Solid. Okay, one more book here. And upstairs, there's usually a few containers, yeah. So these are ancient libraries, I'm pretty sure. Lost libraries. Old map, hinge, blah, blah, blah. Gears? Gears not bad. I don't think. 162. I mean, we're not exactly broke, though, so... We're gonna hold off on collecting stuff we don't need. I feel like this is locked usually. This one behind the... Maybe I'm going crazy. Okay, that's not bad though. If we did want to sell them, they're 5,000 a piece. And we just got a bunch of these engineers maps which take us to ancient workshops and other things. So let's check that out. Of course, they're all on the exact opposite side of the continent. Well, let's get them. Unstoppable. We're about to become a martial arts master. A gigantic robotic martial arts master. Who is he shooting at? Amazing. I think we're gonna have to fight this one. 111. Okay, we're pulling out the saber. Saber. I don't recommend abandoning solo Ironman games mid-fight, but we're gonna let this one play out, and I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back. I really expected that to go poorly. But it went surprisingly well. And up to 39 hackers. Or 39 sabers, 45 hackers. Holy K, real gamers only play Kenshi on pause. Do I fall into that category? Sometimes you need time to think. The Lost Library panned out. Where else do you think there's some ruins around here? I'm pretty sure there's a few through Dead Cat. There might be one down here. If we can avoid Bast, we should, because the Holy Nation will just turn me into spare parts. Let's just start heading south. We'll find more ruins actually in the south anyway, so maybe we'll head southwest and kind of do our best against big things and larger wildlife, as opposed to, you know, relatively weak but numerous cannibals and potentially the Holy Nation up here. This is tough, actually. Where do we go? There are some opportunities to get money through it. But we did set up base, I believe, in... Did we set up base in Heft? Yeah, we did. Definitely Heft. We bought a big house there, and the intent here is to go back with money or research material, which we have. So maybe... I can't remember if there's anything at these destroyed towns kind of in Bast, but we'll check them quickly. Ravaged Hamlet. Puppy trouble. Okay, I think I was right. There's really nothing here. I mean, this is I really want to do a Bast. Okay, I know. Just focus on the robot, man. Hey, but hear me out. I really want to do a playthrough where you're a Bast scavenger, okay? Maybe you live in these farm ruins up here. You build a little base near the farm ruins. Start as a camp. Or you live in Bast proper. Like, let's head there. I mean, this is a dangerous idea. Never mind. Retreat. Error. But maybe you know, a Greenlander, maybe an Ashlander. You're living in Bast, and your entire game is scavenging the armor from one faction or the other, kind of clandestine, and selling it to either side, you know, running across the battlefield to sell the enemy team's armor to them. You'd make barely anything. We just ran through a Holy Nation battle. I think we're okay. I think they have bigger fish to fry. Magnus, have you tried the zombie apocalypse mod? It's pretty fun and involved. I think I've tried it. We're gonna die for sure. Escape and evade. Flip 6-3 hole. Retreat. We're heading to Heft to do a deposit. Don't die. I have tried it. I found it was interesting. Really, in my mind, it just adds many roving bands of hungry bandits. If we're thinking about the same one. I do like a good zombie apocalypse playthrough, though. I mean, how would you make that? More of the point to the game? Because you end up just avoiding them because they're not that fast, right? You kind of end up avoiding them just like these, I don't know. Like a horde of zombies, I guess. Like you would avoid a horde of zombies. you know, a la Walking Dead, lead them down the highway and then just turn the other direction kind of thing. How could you make it so that they were more, it was more horror and less, less just avoid the swarm? I can't remember if there were very many options to tamper with that mod, like raise or lower the numbers. If there were, I mean, that could have potential. I like the idea of, you know, it's kind of outside the scope of Kenshi, though. I like the idea of a zombie kind of ambushing you out of an alleyway, an undead kind of surprise attack. More than I like the idea of roving zombie hordes. Unless there were literally millions of them, and the game would give you, you know, 100 in-game days to build a fortress against an endless horde of zombies. Hey, I don't like that chest bleed. Okay, Shadow Seer, now you're speaking my language. Well, as soon as Big Iron dies, we're gonna need another premise for a playthrough, right? I am kind of emotionally attached to the idea of a Bast scavenger right now, but I'm open to suggestions. Had to sub to make sure I didn't miss a stream's worth. Awesome. I mean, great. But if you do miss it, you can always watch them after. Shaping up. I figure we get back to Heft, drop off our research material. Oh wow, is that a bunch of... Or am I losing my mind? Oh, it is. Look at that. Look at that little murder flower patch. This is what you want to avoid in your solo Ironman. The three-eared bunny rabbit of doom. Yeah, look at those things. Pop, 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 pop. They just ruin your day. Never really done the Hash Smuggler playthrough, although it sounds fun. That was crazy, though. That kind of field of fear. I can't believe that was a lot of skimmers. I do have squad size. Turned up, though. And with squad size up, you'll run into some pretty... sometimes, if you crank it up all the way, you can run into some insane game-breaking armies. Even with the factions. I've seen, you know, groups of 100 paladins at max pop. Tor, has anybody robbed the Caton shops? Is it possible and worth the risk? Absolutely possible. Doesn't have to be that risky because you can do it at night when they go to bed. If they go to bed, if I'm remembering correctly. Otherwise, if your stealth is high enough, you can pretty well get away with anything. But I would just say, you know, kind of the golden rule of theft would be under cover of darkness, full health, not overweight, with high stealth or high sneak, whatever the skill is. Oh boy. Little gameplay enders. Depression chinchillas. Who are these guys? Bounty hunters. We do not have a bounty on us. I can't remember if just by virtue of having a bounty, you kind of trigger them to attack you, or if it has to be specific to the United Cities, or the area they're in. Hauser, did you give a rest? My dog's name is Hauser, and he's heaving. Because he is 3 months old. Fun though, he fixed the green screen by laying on it. So provided he doesn't chew through it now, it should last the rest of the stream. So we have a house here now. We're gonna drop off our research material. This is ours. For some reason, it's set to public. I was 98% sure I set this to private. Not that it matters. It really doesn't matter. Public's, I mean, unless you're a criminal in a town, which I've done before, like very wanted by the guards, but you snuck into town and you have a house in that town. Okay, so that's something you can do. But we will swap our house back to private. Check here. We'll put all our books in the research table, so it doesn't matter which research table you put your books in, as far as I know. I think if your books are in a research table, you can research from anywhere, at any other research table. You do your research. The word research is losing meaning from how many times I have said it. This here, need research bench level 4. Right now, we need a research bench level 2. In order to get that, we need to buy 10 steel plates, I think, or 10 iron plates. I can't pretty sure I picked this town because they have like an outpost or somewhere we can buy steel plates, a trading post. I am 90% certain that was one of the criteria. Could have gotten a way cheaper house. Ranger shop, mechanical shop. There'll definitely be iron plates in the mechanical shop. That's an armory, which we don't need to worry about right now. And the Thieves Guild. I wonder what we can get there, actually. We have high-grade armored rag skirt and specialist-grade assassin's rags. Now, if you're wondering about the gear choice here, why I'm not wearing heavy armor, because we could definitely go, we could afford masterwork or better, or not better obviously, but we could afford masterwork or better than we have armor, you know, at the very least. From the Armor King, 50,000 cats, we just bought a 50,000 cat house. So the reason I'm hanging on to this right now is for skill gain. It's going to get us knocked down more often, which is going to allow me to really ratchet up the toughness training. The more you get knocked down, the tougher you get if you force yourself to get up, which we've covered in earlier streams. So this isn't great armor. This is actually terrible armor. It's light armor. Light armor is awful unless you're an exclusive martial artist, okay? Where you rely entirely on dodge and not on being able to take a hit. Dodge and speed is the only martial arts is the only time you're going to wear light armor. If you're playing a solo, though, I don't recommend light armor for the long game. We're going to get into the heaviest, nastiest armor we can find as soon as we can, and that's going to skyrocket our training, our capability. Then we're going to self-peel the limbs right off this poor guy and give him top-of-the-line robotics. Cyberdyne systems. Okay, let's grab our trader's backpack. Actually, let's just go nuts. Let's just get them all, because I don't know where he's headed. Oh, he's I actually don't know where he's going. I'm gonna have to pause shop here. I don't like doing this. Stop. Please. Cease. 9, 18, 27. 27's a lot. And maybe I will grab copper alloy plates. Can I use those for anything? Let's find out. Do I have anything in here that I can sell to this guy? No. Okay. Slightly poorer, but we have everything we need for our new research table, which I think is on the second floor, which is where he was running. That's my guess. I don't have it. Come on. Okay. Research bench level 2. Let's see what we can get out of here. I think we need all this regardless. Book 2. Book 6. Book times 10. Hold on. Yeah, we need it. It's okay. Defense. You know what? It'd be kind of cool to really get into crafting. I'm not going to do too much research in that aspect just yet. But as a late game play, with a really advanced solo character, getting into some high-end crafting can be kind of really fun. Testing out your own weapons and suits of armor, you know, against various opponents. And it still kind of adds that thrill that your solo Ironman could just come crashing down around you in a ball of flame because you're wearing light armor and seeing how well it holds up against a Leviathan or a cleanser. You know, you're testing out your martial arts on a cleanser. Defensive walls we're gonna research. Light wind generator theory, basic exterior lighting, light post, sure. Biofuel. I really enjoy the idea of biofuel, but we're not doing it. Farming and baking, we don't need to eat. Wells, too. I'm gonna grab wells because I was thinking about doing kind of like a sake distillery as well late game if we make the cut. All right, so let's knock out some of this research here. And we're also going to throw a lot of those steel plates and copper plates in the old storage container. Magnus, I didn't know that. Thanks for the pointer. Nice. I didn't read that in time, I'm sure. Which pointer? So maybe I can reiterate it in case anybody skipped past that part. So not only am I on 20 times speed here, I am on, I have it set, one of the in-game settings is research speed times 3. So I always recommend putting research time and build time and whatever all to the max. There's no reason to take forever on those things. It doesn't add a layer of difficulty to the game, necessarily. Unless, like, aggressive tedium is the difficulty setting. But we'll be done this soon. We don't have to sit here and watch him jitter, like one of the creepy things from I Am Legend, for very long. Light wind generator theory any second now. We're done here. And they're all beginning to take less and less time because we are slowly but surely becoming a genius. Science is at 32 and flying up. I remember I used to play a lot of games with a large amount of party members in Kenshi, and I always had some poor skeleton back at the base just researching like his life depended on it. While everybody else was out adventuring, having fun, you know? Because you don't have to feed the skeleton. I mean, that's probably the easiest part, well, one of the easier parts of solo skeleton playthrough versus a solo Green Lantern playthrough, is that food is not a concern. Because I've been in situations where everything was great. You know, you lose a fight, you're pretty beat up, but you can still make it. You can crawl back. You could something. But then the effects of hunger strike. Because your ration packs were in your backpack. And it's gone. Because you had to drop it in hopes to survive. And then the things that were going to eat you didn't eat you. But you're never going to make it home because your stat negatives just quadrupled thanks to the hunger. Right? That paints the dark picture, okay? There's a lot of benefit to playing a solo Ironman as a skeleton. I don't do it often, but this is pretty fun. So we've done a ton of research. Let's see what we can build before we get too crazy. In fact, we need to build A research bench level 3. Because I think we don't have the plates. We gotta get a few more plates, I'm pretty sure. We have 20? We have 17. Okay, couple more steel plates. I doubt they have any though. Ooh. See, this is where it starts. You know what? We'll come back for the steel plates. Let's deposit this stuff. Let's cash this stuff. Bam, bam, bam. Maybe this guy. So we have 15, 17, 5 of these. Cool. Nothing in that backpack. We're good for first aid. I'm going to get rid of one of these so we can make room for some loot. We're going to keep the trader's backpack for stackables. We're going to put advanced harpoonery in here. It's just taking up space. These 3 weapons right now, hacker, saber, and old world bow Mark II. They're going to be the ones we are using. Okay. So we've dropped off research. We've done a ton of research. And now we are going to go chase down some cats. Let's think of some bounties. We took the red saber bounty. You know what? Let's head to the bar. Let's head to the bar and see which bounties they have posted. Now, I'm saying posted, but you just go to the vendor in the bar, and usually they have bounty tickets you can pick up. You don't even need to get the bounty ticket if you were unaware. It just gives you detailed, semi-detailed information on available bounties. We also brought in the strange camp guy. We could go for the Exile camp. That's all the way back near Shecktown. We could go for the... We'd go for the Bugmaster, but that's nasty. We would need to... There'd be some pre-planning and a little bit of pre-training for that. Barman, how can I help? Okay, so we have wanted Simeon, the bandit leader. Check that out. Wanted Valamon, leader of the Reaver Bandits. Okay. Wanted White Eyebrow. Don't think he exists. We will keep an eye out for him. Savant the Skin Eater. We'll take that. The Canyon Lands Killer. Also don't think he exists. Razor. Algae-hued skin. Shiny-eyed angular cheekbones. We'll take that. I don't think he exists. And the Giant King Gurgler. So the crazy thing about the Gurgler King, right, is that you can't sell his head. And wanted Gorillo, also known as the Boulder. Wanted for robbery, assault, and destruction properly, namely within the Lost Town War. Thought to be hiding out somewhere in the Forbidden Zone with his followers, the Gorillo Bandits. You know what? That sounds sweet. Now Big Iron. Big Iron. We'll work on this squad name later. Oh, the faction is still nameless. Hold on. We need to sort that out. Yep. One. Big Iron. Okay, well, we've got ourselves some bounties, so let's review those quickly. King Gurgler, Simeon. I think Simeon is the leader of the outlaw swordsmen, so that'll actually kind of be tough. Valamon will be very tough. We will get him, though. White Eyebrow, again, don't think he exists. We can look for him in the northern swamplands because... I think I want to go for Gorillo down near Morn, which takes us... This is going to be nasty, by the way, but Morn is down here. Here's our swamplands, I think. So our path is going to take us past the Eye, through the Grey Desert, beyond the Deadlands, through Shem, across the northern swamps and then down to Morn. So we're gonna hit the northern swamps, run through the swamp or the burning forest. I don't really care for the burning forest, but we'll run through it anyhow. We'll just cut the quickest route to Morn, but that's our plan right now. Yeah, this is gonna suck. But let's get healed up because we're pretty beat up right now. I don't recall where the cheapest robot beds I ever found in my entire life were. Probably back in the swamp. But we're going to pay the exorbitant fee required by our friend here. In all fairness, I've robbed him blind several times. I mean, we don't owe this guy anything. Or Savvy, do you plan on taking out anybody important? Lords or high-value targets? Yes. I need to read messages more. But I'm pretty sure that yeah, that's the whole plan. We're just gonna work our way up the chain. It's gonna kind of suck though, because we have to get to a point where we can just fight hordes of enemies and accept losses. Like, a lot of enemies loot your weapons. We're gonna have to bring spares, backups. That's why it's kind of beneficial to get into crafting. This guy's really, this guy's really turning out well. We're not exactly playing it safe either, so these are the most fun. When you least expect things to work out, but they keep on working out, these are the most fun examples of a solo Ironman that I can think of. We could rob him, actually, which we should do. Again, this is cheese. You don't have to do this if you don't want. We're doing it. Well, maybe he's just gonna fight me. Alright, well, we're not gonna steal. But you can just continually rob from that guy and put the game on fast forward and endlessly buy all the materials you need. We're making this unnecessarily complicated. More fun this way, though. Whoa. This little dude looks close enough to me to be an escaped slave. I'm gonna sort this guy out. 105 with the crossbow shot. Can I get another one off free recovers? There's no way. It's alright, we'll sort him out. Basically, just shattered his pelvis with a robo kick. Imagine getting kicked by the Terminator. You can't. It's unfathomable. This guy, blend of the tech hunters. I really want to fight this guy. Robot to robot. You're going down. Hold on, we're gonna cheap shot him. We're gonna shoot him in the face first. A couple times, hopefully. Boom! This is a terrible idea. They would heal you under normal circumstances, right? If they just come up on you. But this is kind of like a Highlander thing. There can be only one. And I'm super excited that he is not interested in dealing with the source of the crossbow bolts, instead trying to power through them and heal. These slave traders need to go away. As soon as I knock him down, they're going to try and take him. They're going to make him took him. I can only imagine that this is amazing for our crossbow stat. 5. Are you kidding me? Time to dance. Oh, yeah. You'll never take me alive. Okay, so this is, I mean, semi-strategic. I didn't set it up this way, but you can if you're cognizant of it. Okay, so all their crossbowmen here, they have terrible perception, which is the skill which makes them better at not shooting their friends. And so if you put them between you and the crossbowmen, they're gonna hit their friends a lot. Yeah, if you can take out anybody who wields a Meitu weapon, that's a goal. I mean, those are a lot of the bounties, right? Those are a lot of the bounties. Some of them are not bounties, and some of the coolest characters, you know, you wouldn't expect. Like a very difficult opponent in this game is named Ark. I can never remember where he is, but he uses a saber, and he is... Some of the NPCs actually talk about it. So if you go looking for him and fight him, he is a tough nut to crack, because sabers give a huge defensive bonus to their wielder, and he's got, you know, I think it's hundreds across the board. If you're armed with the correct weapon, for instance, like Catlon, he's not an opponent. You can pretty well tear him down. As for stealing everything that's not nailed down, I mean, I'd take advantage of robotic shops quite a bit just to kind of speed us through some playthroughs here, especially for stream. But I've never actually played a thief character, you know, where I really focus on stealth and just sneaking into people's houses while they're asleep. I have done quite a bit of theft as far as like noble houses in the United Cities is concerned. I had a Sumo Con playthrough, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I did that quite often in the Sumo Con playthrough. Was robbed noble houses, you know, stole their rugs and their vases to make money. But I've never actually played out a thief character, which I think would be really fun. You know, you don't worry so much about getting great at heavy weapons or anything. Maybe you do more of a ninja thing. I just hate assassination, so for me it would just be like working on martial arts and sneaking. This guy. You started all this. And it's time to die. One more shot. Oh, come on. Give us another. Give us another. He's got a saber? Oh my gosh. Destruction. He's gonna eat us alive. It's a pole arm. Solid. If we get this, it's probably a Mark III. We're not gonna get it. We're not gonna get it, but Couple hits on him, maybe if I get a couple decent hits. I don't think we will, but this is great training. Almost had that block. It's like he was going for it. Even 1 or 2 lucky hits could change the tide here. Never mind, just disregard. No, don't you chew it! Okay, we gotta take this off. And I don't think they put anything on me to take my armor. But I'm about to be taken hostage. Oh, good thing I took those rags off. Almost lost them. Okay. Wow, big iron's a slave. I actually didn't see this coming. Look at this guy. Okay. Destroyed. Whoever's carrying big iron is... I don't know if anybody's seen Berserk, but like that guts guy. Alright. Now, really good thing the big iron is schooled in the art of retreat. Okay, it starts by healing. Sneaking. Unlocking. And then retreating. Leaf on the wind. Slave traders will pick you up for any reason at all. If you're unconscious, they're like, oh shit, we can sell that guy. Don't even take a nap. And I'm not kidding. If you put a character down, okay, that's injured in a bed to heal quickly, and you leave them in there, even though they're wide awake, a slaver will just run up and take them. We're gonna stop sneaking around here. Let's just run it out. Put our gear back on. Crossbow out. I'm super excited though, honestly, by the fact that we have a Meitu saber right now. We have an Edge Type 3 Flesh Cleaver and a Masterwork Old World Bow Mark II. Ammunition, bounties, we have repair kits. This guy, I mean, we have high grade rag skirt, colored, looks badass. And a specialist grade assassin's rags, okay? This is a highly geared character. His stats really coming along. 44 strength, 78 toughness, 37 dexterity, 40 sabers, 46 hackers, 24 heavy weapons, 44 melee attack, 65 melee defense, dodge and martial arts, whatever. They're going to be low for a long time, but they're going to be useful because they're not going to be super low. There are going to be times when we have our weapons taken. There are going to be times when I miss disarming or we have an inventory that's too full to disarm. There's going to be times when we just lose weapons entirely because they're taken by guns. So martial arts will be a definite boon. Stealth 59, doing really well. I'd like to see it in the 70s at least, and then that really opens up our kind of escape and evade gameplay. Damn terror. Noob stats. Yes. Accurate. Correct. Day 28. Starving vagrants. Let's kind of deal with these guys. We will pull out the flesh cleaver. Fighting hungry people is always a good way to train. Manhunters. Okay, so the manhunters are our enemies. We just started on day 1 and just kidnapped a 9-skill outlaw. I need you to make a YouTube guide so that I can do that as well. Ooh, I really don't want to get captured by these manhunters. I say we make a break for it. Although I don't think we're going to find a warm welcome in Hang. If the manhunters are attacking me, it means that I have upset somebody. Where are the United Cities? Okay, United Cities are actually a positive number right now. Bigger number. Why not a Gillian? Shadows here, super sneaky. The sneakiest. The sneakiest. Oh. Is that a caravan? Caravan guard, free traders. Free traders. Not interested in the free traders. I'm really hoping guards, manhunters. I'm really hoping nobody kind of aggroes us here while we're in town. What I'd like to do. Clothing shop. You know what? Let's, I don't think we're going to find anything better than what we have. This is a farm shop. We're going to check the farm shop. Might be able to get our metal plates here, which would be awesome. Is that not a vendor? Who is the vendor? Job guard. What do we think? Shop vendor's a slave? And he's been taken. Awesome. Okay, so we can't even use the animal shop. I don't think I've ever seen a shop vendor go somewhere. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A slave. See? We really wanted to avoid this. Now, I'm going to close this door on this guy. We're going to try and beat him up. Now, hopefully the robot man does not attack us. And his friends don't come to help. Oh, his friends are coming. Time to retreat. I hit him, though. 30 damage. Where are we going to go now? The United Cities hates me. Not as sneaky as planned. And so this is kind of one of those situations that I was talking about, though, where you find yourself in a town, okay, and you're a criminal in that town, or a slave, or whatever, and you need a building still where you can kind of do your thing. So we have a house in Heft. However, right now, if we do anything to anybody, we're an escaped slave, and the United Cities hates escaped slaves. We have to kind of burn down this timer. Wear clothing, disguise, find a plastic surgeon to restore your hair. Don't get spotted. Maybe we can utilize a thieves' tower. But I think what we're going to do is go into Exile. Which is fine. But there's a lot of ruins in the Iron Valley. A lot of ruins in the Black Desert. We're going to go start getting ourselves some... We're going to arm ourselves at the scrap house properly. A lot of masterwork, a lot of Edge 3 weaponry, different types. We're going to do that over time. Okay, we're going to buy a house, a little tiny house inside Black Desert City. We're going to loot the surrounding ruins, and that's a tough sell. Those are harpoons. Those are trained robots. E2000 models. And they're going to give us some grief. There's also iron spiders to contend with. Okay? But the plan right now, because of our just getting knocked out near some slave traders, our fault. We are going into exile into the Black Desert. It is what it is. Shadow Seer multiplayer would be so chaotic. My buddy's not gonna be in jail so fast. Listen, okay? I don't care who it is. Just call me. Tell me that you need money to make multiplayer Kenshi. And I'll find a way. I'll rob a bank, whatever it takes. Google just put me on a list. Whoa, what do we have here? Manhunters. They're the ones giving us all the grief right now. I don't want to go... we only have 85 chests. I want a weapon. Kind of give them a little bit of what for. You know what? We're doing it. F these dudes. They're part of the problem. Training. Target practice. So, I mean, in retrospect, it's a good thing we put all of our research material into the research table. Because it doesn't matter that it's in a united city, which we probably won't be able to access for a while. Bad slave. You're really aggressive here. No more chest hits. Come on. Okay, we're about to be enslaved. You're about to be taken. Remain calm. Tell me everything about them. Shout it out. Okay, we're getting up. Take the prison, bro. I can smell an escaped slave a mile off. There were probably people like this in history. Oh, Bone Dog to the rescue! 79 toughness as well. That's no small feat. Black Desert City! They're not gonna chase me into the acid. They might chase us into the acid, actually. Fifth element. If you make the fog, we just gotta make the fog. We just gotta make the acid. If you're old enough to have seen Fifth Element in the theater, you're in the right place. Stop and heal. We're coming. Oh my goodness. Defend yourself. Oh my god. Get back up. 79 toughness. You think they're coming back for round 2? Kill. Literally every time somebody... Oh, they're back. They're back. I can't even heal. We can't even heal. Shouldn't have done anything. Should have played it cool. Bandits. Ugh. Ugh. 79 toughness. Give me more toughness. Still 79. We're sneaking. Almost there. Almost there. I'm bleeding inside my chest. I think Kenshi 2 is not going to disappoint. I think Kenshi 2 is going to be a great game. I have a sneaking suspicion that the developer's not gonna kind of pander to the mainstream needs. I think he's gonna play it closer to, you know, to the source material. You know what, the engine doesn't make a difference necessarily in game mechanics, right? It really just determines how the game looks and how you code certain interactions. So I think that Kenshi 2 is going to be awesome. I hope it's going to be awesome. I put a lot of time into Kenshi, so I really hope that the sequel is worth all this time and practice I've put in. And I hope it's not so different that it's relearning a new game, but I hope it's different enough that it's learning new aspects of a familiar game. Oh, I think again, Kenshi multiplayer would be the best. It would be the best idea in the world. It would be the best game in the world. I don't even know. You know, I found a game not close in play style. Close in levels of enjoyment. Close in levels of uniquity. War Tales has a co-op online, like co-op option. I think it has a 4-player option. That's a really great game. It kind of gives me, again, it's not the same type of game as Kenshi. It's a much different style of game, but it gives me the same feeling. Hold up, before we go into Black Desert City, I'm gonna see if I can climb this thing. There's gotta be a way. Like, if you don't take time to do this sort of stuff in Kenshi, what's the point? You gotta try. Okay, we can't do it. We can't get up there. I'll show you a few things in the Black Desert that you can crawl on next time that are kind of immense, and it's very cool to build cities and towns and houses around them. We're gonna call that here. I have to call it a bit earlier tonight. there's some family urgency, family emergency requiring some urgency, I should say. So thanks everybody for hanging out, and I look forward to seeing everybody back. If you have an opportunity to ask a question you wanted to during the stream, please leave it in the comments, and don't forget to like the video. And I hope to see everybody back for the next one. It's gonna be a few days, so if you're absolutely in need of a Kenshi fix, a solo Ironman Kenshi fix, please hop back in the channel under videos, maybe not live streams. I don't even know how my channel looks. I'm not exactly a great YouTube editor. But there's a solo Ironman guide. There's a solo Ironman Gear 101 guide. Now they're both for vanilla, but they apply universally. They're great foundational building blocks in terms of, what you can do for your solo Ironman if you want to give it a try. Also, kind of the most entertaining and most storied solo Ironman I've played in a long time, which is also on my channel, is the SumoCon, the Conicals. Okay, check those out. It went on and on for quite a while and ended tragically. Spoiler alert. But check those out if you need your fix. I will be back in several days. Thanks for hanging out again, and take it easy. You never know how long to hold that. It's like there's a delay. I don't know what the delay is. Don't judge the green screen. I'm hanging out for another 2 minutes. If you're hanging out and you've got questions about the stream, suggestions about the stream, I'm also entertaining suggestions for the theme of the next solo Ironman. That's a big deal. We always kind of need a direction for the next one because inevitably these end. I didn't think that we'd see Big Iron at any point become enslaved. That's crazy to think in Kenshi. This is me just intently staring at the chat. I'll have this same facial expression, intently staring at the comments, hoping for questions. We need some conversation. Oh, also, if you've made it this far, on the social tab, maybe community tab, there's a link to the Discord, which is, the easiest way on earth to get in touch with me. Also, get notified about the streams. If you have notifications for YouTube turned off, it'll just send you a tiny message on Discord. As well, you get to hang out with